Hello, hello, hey, I got something to say, people. I'm so excited. I get to spend this episode with you. I love my guests, but now and then I just need to spend time with you. And I have a lot to say. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for all your support. The women around the world and the men that support us are just off the chain. I feel like I attract the most positive, powerful, amazing human beings. And this year, my word is an abundant mindset. It's limitless what is out there for all of us. And so my goal is to even take it up a notch of how much we can help each other. That's right. I love that feeling. Give, receive, baby. And right now I'm focusing on how can I help the women around the world. So that being said, I got to thinking, what could I do in this episode that would have a huge impact? Well, lately I've been hearing a lot about anxiety. That's right. People are saying, hey, I usually don't think I'm that anxious, but it's off the chain. Or in the US, the anxiety is really heightened, or people are in a chronic state of anxiety. And I got to thinking, I wonder what movement, words, and laughter could do specifically for anxiety. I know it has to do a lot, but let me do my research because a lot of times I'll come to you and say, hey, I just know this. You have to trust me. And this is how I live my life. And that could be great for most of you. But a lot of us, we also want that scientific proof. Well, oh my goodness. I had no idea that there was so much evidence behind just 1 minute of movement, 1 minute of words, 1 minute of laughter. I mean, I knew there was research because even before I just did my TEDx talk, I did research. And, I didn't get really into the science that much because that's not what the TEDx was about. But holy moly, when I decided to really go down that rabbit hole, after this episode, there's no way for 1 minute you're not going to do something that involves movement, words, and laughter. I guarantee that besides making you feel great and helping you reach your goals and getting you into that positive, powerful mindset, it's also going to reduce your anxiety. Who knew? Who knew? All right. So hold off there. I also want to say thank you for all your support with my clients, that have been sent to me. I don't take on that many clients, but my coaching clients, whoo, and it's all word of mouth. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And my keynote speaking engagements and my workshops, everything has been word of mouth. And I really appreciate it because I know that a lot of it comes from you. So my heart is going pitter patter. And now I want to move on to the benefits of movement, words, and laughter, and why this has been so important to me my entire life. Yes, you can watch the TEDx, which touches on it, and I would really appreciate you watching it. But let's dive a little deeper. So every morning, maybe some of you know this, some of you don't. I get up in the morning, I go out on my porch, and I use movement, words, and laughter to get into a positive, powerful mindset. I started this when I was 9 years old. Maybe sooner than that, but that's all I can remember when I just had to get out of a really difficult situation. It was crazy at home. We had just moved to the projects, and I would just throw in some music and start jamming around. It made me feel better. And then I always focused on a word every day. Like I would think of a word, like, how do I want to feel today? And as a kid, again, I wasn't putting it together why I did this. I just, block out the noise, start dancing around, and then I want to feel joy, fun. And I would think about that, and it would get me in that fun, powerful mindset that could block out all the craziness going on, reduce my stress, and then help me focus on where I wanted to go. And then, of course, I would write my word down somewhere and focus on it throughout the day. Now, I don't know how often I did this, but I do remember movement, words, and laughter were a big part of my life. I didn't label it movement, words, and laughter, but laughter, Oh my goodness, I would just laugh for no reason at all. And it just made me happy. I would belly laugh, or I'd make light of a situation that was going on and spin it until I start laughing. Again, I didn't call it movement, words, and laughter. I didn't realize it till years later when I was working on my new keynote that a fellow colleague said, well, let's movement, words, and laughter. I'm like, huh, who would have thought? And I've been using it with my clients. I just didn't put it together. I know, right? How many years I've been doing this, and it's like now I can see that there's science behind why it worked. But at the time, I didn't need to know the science, and I didn't have to take a leap of faith. I just knew it made me feel really good. So I've been a big component out there for you guys to do something, whether it's dancing, calisthenics, stretching, just move and think of a word in the morning of how you want to show up. Write it down somewhere. And it doesn't have to be my method. Come up with your own method. But it's so important that you do something to get you in that positive, powerful mindset. My keynote is life doesn't happen to you, you happen to life. You get to decide every single day how you want to show up. And it may not be a hand get to powerful joy. It just might be calm, peace, joy. But whatever it is, it matters that you do it every day. And your bare ass minimum could just be a minute. I have so many clients that have told me when they come to me, they started this routine, they stopped. They started this routine, they stopped. And a lot of it is they had great intentions, but they started journaling that took really long and they didn't stay with it. When I did my study on journaling, I realized that even 5 minutes was too long for most people. But a minute to 3 minutes, you're going to stay with it. Now, some days you're going to do more, and that's awesome. But just that minute can make such a huge difference. So today, we're going to spend time breaking it down. Oh, and by the way, side note, again, I did not know this, but I brought little mini trampolines home from my gym so that my son could jump on them. And he would a lot of times do it to calm his nervous system down. And we would call it jump study. When he would get tense about what he had to do, I go, oh, let's just jump study. And now they're just part of our house. I mean, we have 3 routines. We always bring them up and down. Everybody that comes to the house go, oh, can I jump on the trampoline? Right away, it centers you. Right away. So it doesn't have to be dancing. I don't care what it is. All right. I'm going to try to keep this to under 30 minutes because I really want you to share this with people because it's so important. So let's start with 1 minute of movement and the benefits 1 minute of movement. And it is in my TEDx. I did go through it, but today I'm going to go a little bit longer. Just 1 minute of movement improves your blood circulation, boosts your energy levels, enhances mental clarity, reduces muscle tension, reduces levels of stress, boosts your metabolism. Who doesn't want all that? Improves your posture alignment. Yeah, get up and move. If you're all hunched over, it has to help your posture. Improves joint mobility. Of course it does. You move around, you touch your toes. Ooh, feels so good. Mood enhancement. It stimulates production of neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, which are associated with improving your mood. Hoochie mama, who doesn't want that? And number 10, it does have long-term health benefits. Okay, have I convinced you? Now, some of you are like saying, I work out. That's great. Awesome. But even that 1 minute in the morning, now if you work out in the morning, great. Some of you work out midday, some at night. Just get it moving, baby. And then you're off to the races. You could power walk. You could do a body shake and just get up, shake your body around, your legs, your feet, your arms, do some stretches and deep breathing. I don't care what you do, calisthenics, joyful dancing, go out and take a walk, something. And again, we're not going to go too deep into the science. Look it up. You can do some research. I mean, I did go down that rabbit hole and there was so much, layers and layers of scientific proof and data. Oh my goodness. And with AI, if you use AI, that'll even help you more. So don't just take it from me. Look it up, baby. Words. Now, again, I put notes here. That's how important this is to me, because normally I just wing it, but I didn't want to forget something. Words, we didn't know this already, are powerful triggers for emotions, thoughts, and even physiological response. Just choosing one word or positive affirmation to focus throughout the day rewires the brain, shifting into empowerment and out of stress. Who doesn't want that? When you repeatedly focus on one positive word, you strengthen the neural pathways, and it's associated with calm and confidence. Think about it. All right. When you repeatedly focus on one positive word, you strengthen the neural pathways. I'm saying it again because this is so important, associated with calmness and confidence. Over time, your brain defaults to these positive thoughts instead of anxious ones. Choose one word like joy, peace, abundance. It reinforces the way you want to feel. All right? Words reduce the stress response. Anxiety is linked to an overactive amygdala. I want to make sure I say it right. Amygdala, which is a fear center. The amygdala. The amygdala. Did I say it right? Anyhow, not cutting that out. Studies show that by repeating positive words, you can lower the activity in your amygdala, the fear center. Come on. It lessens the stress signals. Again, don't take my word for it. And also, positive affirmations lower your cortisol levels and help you feel calm. Who doesn't want that? Who? Who doesn't? All right, I'm so excited. I was so excited because there's so many of us that want that scientific proof, right? And I get it. You know, you could try it out and say, listen, I know it works. I don't need science, but I know you're more willing to try it out. And I don't think you could do any research that wouldn't prove this true. I mean, oh my goodness. Positive words, number 3, activate the prefrontal cortex, the logic and clarity center. Use words like strong, joyful, unstoppable. Your prefrontal cortex, the brain's logic center, lights up. This shifts your focus away from fear-based emotions and helps you think clearer. Come on, and calmer. It has to be good. Who doesn't want that? So many resources on me, so many great books on this. I mean, I'm like so excited to look everything up. Words direct your actions. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Think about it, right? I am strong today. I'm powerful today. Aren't you going to be more likely to go in that direction versus can't do anything right? You know that. Come on, people. Just choose one word, a power statement that makes you feel good. Can you imagine if you added it to movement? That's why out on the porch, I've done so many 1-minute daily joys on this where I do a dance. I am strong now. I am loved now. I am powerful now. I am filled with joy and abundance. Peace be with you. Of course, I do it standing. I do it out on my porch, but you get the idea. Oof. And I just start laughing for no reason. Movement, words, and laughter. Again, do not take my word for it. Who knows if I said the wrong word? I want you to make sure that you check it out for yourself if you need that scientific proof. If not, try it for 30 days. There's no downside. It's going to take you a minute. You want to add more to it? Add more to it. Okay. Let's not forget laughter. Movement, words, and laughter. Everybody's got to get their props. Even fake laughter, belly laughter, it's contagious. Okay, remember, the focus of this movement, words, and laughter I went after was, can it reduce anxiety? And hoochie mama, it can. When you're anxious, your body floods with cortisol. We just talked about that earlier, which puts you into a flight or fight mode, right? Tenses you up. Laughter, I love the way that says this. Laughter literally shuts down cortisol production, signaling the brain that you are safe. Uh, all right. This is just another validation for me when I saw the science behind this of movement, words, and laughter, and how 1 minute can make a huge difference. That, Sandy, you got to just trust yourself more, trust your instincts. I mean, I've been doing this forever, ever. And just because it made me feel good, I've been doing it with my clients. I've been promoting it in my keynotes. But it is nice to have, and I did research even with my journals, just so you know. I called them the powers to be. I gathered 12 different people and all different walks of life. And I did have the scientists there and the neuroscientists and the positive psychologists and the exercise physiologists and the gurus and spiritual leaders when I was putting my journal together, because I wanted to make sure that one page made a huge difference. So I did do research, but man, it's just year after year piling on more evidence. So laughter activates, listen to this, the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. Anxiety overactivates the sympathetic nervous system, pre-fight or flight response. Laughter triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, which brings your body into a calm, relaxed state. Even deep belly laughs mimic deep breathing, which slows down your heart and blood pressure. And laughter increases your oxygen to your brain and boosts clarity. Laughing forces deep breathing, and that's why it increases oxygen flow. Laughter breaks the worry loop. Think about it, right? Anxiety thrives on that over and over looping and looping of that negative thought over and over. And what happens when you laugh? So don't underestimate those animal videos you watch, right? Or those memes, whatever, the little cat, the dog, the squirrel. It does have a huge benefit. I love you. And I don't care what it is you do. I want you to make it work for me. You don't have to go outside and do movement, words, and laughter. Do any kind of movement that works for you. But I used to say, I don't care how you do. No, I do. I do want you to combine whatever your routine is, something with the movement, words, and laughter in your own way that works for you. I don't care if it's just a minute. A minute is going to make a massive difference. Movement, words, write it down real quick. This is not complicated. It's not time consuming. It's just you deciding there's nothing more important than how you show up and how you feel. And the fact that it really does reduce anxiety, come on, bring it on, baby. All right, I got something to say. I love you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm sending you so much joy. My mission always has been to spread joy. I hope I've made you smile a little bit and spread joy. I am not editing at this, and there's so many things that should be edited out, but no, because I want you to really believe me. It's not about being perfect. It's just about showing up, getting started, putting out. And my message, I think you got the message. Did I say enough over and over and over again? 1 minute makes a huge difference. Those little things consistently, then you can add on. Then you can be more complicated. But don't think that it has to be horrible and painful and time consuming and complicated to work. I know we think that so many times. We think we need all those pie charts and diagrams, and I get it. Like sometimes when I do corporate presentations, I have to have all that, because otherwise they'll be like, yeah, you're just going to get up here and do movement, words, and laughter, and that's going to change the way my company functions and the culture. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. But I have to get them there, right? So share, like, rate it. Also, I'd appreciate it if you know anybody that could really benefit from my 6-month coaching program. It's awesome, but you got to be ready, baby. Got to be ready. Also, my keynote speaking engagements I'm doing right now are focused mainly on mental and physical fitness and well-being, and there's a lot under that umbrella, but I think it's so needed. Do I have anything else to say? Oh, yes. I am a wacky dude girl here because I've been doing this for how many years? Some type of podcasting, like years and years and years. And I forget to people to like my pages and YouTube. I probably got what, one follower because I forget to people to subscribe. I've had thousands and thousands of guests, so it would mean a lot to me. You know what I'm going to say? Toodles. Love you guys.